Hello and welcome back to another episode of Confessions of a Gamer Girl podcast. I'm your host Doomcutie, and with me today is our lovely co-hosts. We have Ellie.
Hello, hello.
And we have Shaye.
What up, everyone?
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for bearing with us this afternoon, this evening rather. Wrestling a 4-year-old into the bath is quite the experience. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Oh my goodness. We have a great show for you today, and I'm so thankful for everyone that is here today. The chat's already vibing. We have Dolphin Pants in the chat. We have our lovely mod, Control Alt Craft. Thank you for being here. Novawick, Sarayo. I am
Sorry.
Terribly sorry.
No, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I just
Oh,
call them
goodness.
sorry because, I'm also
Okay.
garbage at names, and I just do my best. So everyone gets a nickname.
It's funny that we're both educators and we're rubbish at names. Interesting.
Oh, it's the worst thing ever in a classroom. So
Valid. Oh my goodness. Ladies, what have you been playing this week? What have you been getting up to? Shaye, I know there's a particular game that's really making you very excited, but I wonder what it could be.
Oh, that's so great. I definitely haven't spoken about it before. I definitely haven't annoyed everybody by continuously talking about it. But funnily enough, I have resisted the urge to play it until stream tomorrow night. Yeah.
That's
dropped today. Yeah, it dropped
Wow.
today. And as you guys know, today I've been dealing with a really special, fun migraine. So I was like, no, we can't make good choices when we have a migraine, and I need to set that farm up properly. So we're going to wait until stream. So instead this week I've been playing a bunch of League again, because once more, I don't value my mental health. It's a good time.
Yes, for those of you who aren't in the know, Stardew Valley update is now live. You can go over there and play with 8 of your closest, bestest internet friends, and just farm it up.
Well, we'll go through it a bit later, but oh boy, the amount of so Concerned Ape always does insane patches, okay? This is no different. You have to scroll several times on the wiki, the full-sized wiki, to get through all of the things he added.
Oh,
and that's not even the bug fixes or the changes. That's just new additions.
Oh
so yeah, we've been spoiled. We've been spoiled, and I'm very pleased. And dear God, I will have all the things. But Ellie, what you been playing?
I've been playing actually a bit of an old favorite of mine, Dead by Daylight. For those who don't know, it's a bit of an online horror game. I mean, is it a horror game, horror themed, whatever, where you get to pick to be either a survivor or a killer. If you're on the survivors team, there's 4 of you, and then there's 1 killer. You have to light up, that's not the term, fix 5 generators to activate the gates in which you can exit and win. And it's a simple premise. You obviously do the same thing every single time, but just different maps, different killers. bloody heck, it is hard. It is a very, very hard game. Extremely enjoyable, but definitely a hard game. And I want to say a year and a half ago now, there was actually a patch in the game. And it was this is going to sound so sulking of me because I'm a survivor. I don't play killer at all, but it was very killer led. And so on a lot of the forums, a lot on Reddit and everything, people very much focus on ever since that patch, the game just hasn't been the same.
Oh.
And I would definitely agree. It has been extremely hard ever since, but I still dabble every now and again. I've got a few really good mates that play it. We play together, and it's still fun, but it is definitely hard.
Yeah, look, I've never played Dead by Daylight. I've never tried. I have watched people play, and that is quite enough horror entertainment for me.
Are you saying you don't want to be silly? What are you talking about? I'm sure it'll be great for the 4-year-old to walk in on as well. That definitely won't leave any lasting scars. Can only work out.
Look, people who know me know that I don't game on a TV. I don't have a TV. I know, right?
That's impressive.
So yeah, I'm a desk gamer, much to my dismay. So there's very, very less. Sorry, it's unlikely that they're walking on anything that I don't want them to see.
Fair.
Not that I play those kinds of games, but you know, I'm not a horror fan. But I know that Shaye and Ellie, you know, do get down with the scare.
Yeah, it goes cozy and then like straight over to horror. Like, sorry.
I would love to see our Venn diagram of the genres that us three like connect and play with, because like
that'd be so good.
it would be really fascinating, because I am not cozy at all. I'm not a cozy gal, whereas Shaye, your spectrum is kind of a 180, isn't it? You've got cozy and then you've got horror, and then Doom.
To be fair, right? If I didn't have this motion sickness business, I would be there with the shooters, okay? I'm actually not bad at first-person shooters, despite the fact that I can play for about 2 minutes before I am incredibly unwell.
Yeah, it's really hard.
I knew people got motion sickness from VR, but I didn't know that they got them from first-person shooters.
Yeah.
Or
VR is a whole other thing, isn't it? It's a whole other beast.
See, like, obviously, so VR is applicable not just to games, but also a lot of training and stuff like that. And in the army, you do a lot of VR training because, you know, cost effective and less dangerous. And in some situations, like, you know, flying sims and stuff like that, it's sort of the only way you can train at times, because there's only so many planes that you've got to fly. So someone's not going to be able to get in it. So a lot of the army, Australian Army included, will actually use VR for training. However, some people get incredibly sick, just like I do, which is weird because I don't really get sick in VR. It's a weird thing. I'll explain it one day. But some people can push through it, right? Some people can adapt. It'll take them like a week or two of some really like focused play, but they can get there. And then there's other people like me who will not adapt. There is no adapting. You will just be sick anytime you try that.
Good times.
So, you know, you just got to hope you're the first one and you can adapt.
I would love to hear from an optometrist, because I assume it'd come down to optometry, as to why some people have that. Because I am not a motion sickness girly at all. I'm fine in the car. I can read. I can look at my phone. Like, that's more than fine. But when we got the Oculus for Alex, Half-Life, Alex, I could only play it for like, I want to say 5 to 10 minutes. Like, it really was a struggle because I started feeling quite nauseous, and obviously that is a symptom of motion sickness. And I would just love to hear as to why. Like, why is looking at a screen and immersing yourself, like, obviously it's like right here, a cause for such, like, is it like a brain thing? Because your brain is like, no, I know I'm in the room and but I'm not. It's very fascinating.
I think Shaye and I kind of know.
So I probably haven't mentioned this before, but I've actually published a paper in VR. So
were you wearing the headset and typing in VR? Or
oh, good God, no. VR? I want things done, speedy. No, it was on VR, and it was exploring like the principles of immersion and things like that. And one of the things you have to look at is why does this affect people the way it does? Some people can jump in, not a stress, it's all good. Other people require the ability to sort of adapt, and other people like me just that shit's not happening. My research didn't fully cover that area, but in testing it, I actually had to take note of that for a lot of people that were jumping into the experience. So it's actually an inner ear thing. It's your sense of balance. So.
Snail.
Yeah. So if you have anything wrong with like your ears and stuff like that, you may find it hard to adapt. But again, it's such a unique situation that you can't always know. Another thing is people who grew up with games and grew up with screens are actually more likely to be able to deal with VR than those that didn't. And same as what you were saying, in the car you can read, you can look at your screens and stuff like that. So people who grew up with screens, be it games or whatever, they're usually pretty all right with it. It's not a guarantee, but it's pretty all right. And for people, say like me, who actually didn't get to really grow up with screens at all, and I'm color deficient, yeah, that's just like a whirlpool of it's not gonna go well.
Right. Yeah, actually, I didn't consider the inner ear. And if anyone's wondering why I said the snail, it's because if you look at a diagram of your inner ear, it looks like a little snail.
The cochlea.
And yeah, a few people that I've discussed inner ear issues with, which is a topic of conversation apparently at dinner parties. I have said
inner
the snail. I've said the snail before, and they kind of give me a side eye, like, "Oh, she's had one too many Shirazes." No. There's a tiny little snail inside your ear. Well, inside your head, inside your ear. So
I would like to think that
voice?
Wow.
It's the voice.
There should be two voices because you have two ears. So, I would like to think we're
cute.
piloted by two snails. I would be super okay with that. It would explain why at times my brain is slow.
Like
So it's quite
Aquamarine. Do you remember the film Aquamarine? How she put the starfish on her ears as earrings, and they would sing her compliments.
Oh no, that's cute.
I hope,
No.
yeah, I hope that's what the snails do. But I'm terrified of snails and slugs and worms, so that would not do me very well.
Just like I'm afraid of being chased by my friends at midnight. That's why you won't find me in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, so this is a very specific and unique fear. Very nice.
Oh my goodness. So speaking of playing with friends, I have been really, really enjoying, like I said last week, lots of people have been loving on my playing of the Master Chief Collection. I'm almost finished playing To the Left, I think it's called. It's on Game Pass. It's one of those cozy games that you keep seeing like people on TikTok stream. And basically this cat has like ruined the house, and you have to like go back to each of the rooms, and you have to like adjust the things. And sometimes, and I'm just not a cat person, okay? I know, I'm sorry.
Doom, listen, I love you, but it's okay to be wrong sometimes.
It's okay to say bad opinions out loud.
It's okay. I can fix you. It's okay.
This cat, okay. This little shit, all right? He or she, I don't know. It's moving things as I'm moving them. So I will move something.
That's my
and
boys.
then the cat paw will just like come down the top of the screen and just be like, meh.
That's accurate. No, that's entirely
accurate. Cute.
No.
Yeah.
Shaye, that's just our life, isn't it? It is literally just our life. Like, I'm not even being facetious when I literally say my cats are werewolves. That's why they're named after dogs. They're werewolves. And they do that sort of thing. I'd be cleaning and they're like, oh no, girly. And they just whack it off. They have broken my stuff before. And I say that with love. Is the crime in my house very large? Yes. But I love them regardless.
Little crime panthers. No, my cats actually don't push things off. My cats aren't like that at all. Like I see other cats that do it. But no, my cats are the ones that require constant cuddles and like engagement. They don't really care about objects, and they're okay with some toys, but they would rather interact with people. Like I don't know, they're very people-oriented cats. They still don't like the vacuum though. Like that's pretty consistent. They're not about the vacuum.
So do cat people then not play this game, would you say, Doom? Because I don't know, I don't really want to play a simulator of my life and my belongings.
Like, I can play Stray and I get to be the cat and I get to knock things off, and I like that bit.
Yeah, and scratch the couch and whatnot.
Oh, tiny human.
Oh yeah, oh yes, my tiny human. Hello, we're live on the internet. I the dev actually based the cat in the game on his cat. So
that'd be so
yes.
cute.
Oh, that's so
So,
sweet.
so
Immortalizing your pet in a game is iconic to me. My childhood cat I had for 20 years only just recently passed away. And my parents call it merch because I have all the merch of my cat. I have paintings, t-shirts, statues, photos. They call
I
it
love
merch.
it.
And so for me to put my cat in a video game, I would leap at the chance. So this dev has my 17 thumbs up because I love that.
Honestly, like it's one of the greatest forms of love. Like, I'm gonna make sure that nobody can forget you, and I'm gonna make sure both cat lovers and non-cat lovers can't forget you, because one, the cat lovers are gonna adore you, and then people like Doom are gonna curse you. But either way, they will know you, so it's fine.
Potentially. Like I tried to play Stray, and I'm just like, what am I doing?
Stray.
I'm like,
Stray was
it's
good.
pretty, and the robot's kind of cool. I don't know. It was just like, what's happening here? Like, yes,
it was on
I'm a cat.
Discovery.
Yes, I know. I understand
Yeah.
that. I was a cat, and I was staring at a cat's ass the whole time.
You definitely didn't need to be the cat. It did add charm, but you didn't have to be a cat in that story of, investigating where you were and trying to get to the above ground. Like, it didn't have to be a cat. It could have been a robot amongst robots. But I think everyone really did enjoy being that tiny little cheeky cat.
He was a silly.
Being silly, but to be honest, I'm kind of like you, Doom. I didn't really utilize the cat sort of things. I didn't scratch heaps. I didn't meow all that much. Like, I'd remember I could, because I streamed it. People would remind me that I could do these sorts of things. And I'm like, oh yeah, let me chuck in a meow. But it definitely wasn't something that I went out of my way to do. Whereas a few of my friends were like, oh yeah, I got an achievement for the most meows.
Yeah, I was right there scratching at everything. Every pot I saw was a personal enemy, and it was gone. Okay, gone. Every camera better be looking at my cute fluffy face, otherwise it's dead to me. No.
Oh my goodness.
I some of my best performing clips on my channel are me stealing elements needed for fans and things like that, and just having the best time sassing absolutely nobody. But that's okay, because I got to be a cat, and that was my thing now, and you were never getting it back. Thank you.
Look, I'm going to read out this question only because it's actually relevant to what we're talking about. But Dolphin Pants has asked us, what animal do you think deserves to be the main character of a game? I don't know if deserves the right word. I think probably what would resonate with us the most, because I don't think any one animal is more important than another. There have been pretty amazing games on animals. Like, think about like Cult of the Lamb, for example. Like, that's a lamb. You're a lamb. Like, who would have thought a lamb would be such an amazing protagonist for a game?
I was not expecting him to be cool. I was like, you fluffy little idiot, and I don't know why you need to be the main character. And then I get in there, I'm like, never mind, it's fantastic. Don't worry about it. I was wrong. That's okay. I can admit it. You've also got the Untitled Goose Game. Okay, now geese are mean. Geese are
They're
rude.
a Aussie developer, weren't they?
Yeah, down in Melbourne.
Yeah, which is like super cool. I never played that sort of thing, but I will like preface it, I suppose, by saying that it is really novel to be from a point of view of an animal. So playing as a cat was really cool. You get the agility, and you get to be different than just either first person or third person.
Absolutely.
But the goose is pretty cool. I think just anything that gives you the perspective of something else. I would love to play a giraffe in the way of you move really slowly, and like, I don't know, your feet could be cold, but your head could be hot because, hot air rises,
Are you going to get your neck tangled in trees?
Yeah. And you have you're like, oh, I'm hungry. But by the time you get down to eat something off the ground, oh, you've already starved to death. I think that could add some really fun challenges. So I'm going to say giraffe.
As you guys know, I love cats, right? So obviously I'm very happy to play as a cat whenever, but let's say I pick something other than a cat, right? Okay, well, I want to cause problems. And cats are perfect at causing problems, but
Chaotic neutral.
I could be a crocodile. Yeah, I know, right? It was between crocodile and capybara.
Crocodile.
Yes, right. So capybara, very, very calming. I can go around and just make friends and things. It'd be the cutest game on this planet. But a crocodile? That could be a stealth game. That would be amazing.
Croc is a game.
Is it? Do I get to hide in the water and bite things?
I mean, Frogger is a game.
Frogs are cute too. I do love frogs. They're cute. But no, I'd be a crocodile-doo, right? And the best thing is, I've seen videos of cats fighting crocodiles, and I do mean a house cat. Not a big cat, a house cat. Yes, there are videos of house cats fighting crocodiles and alligators, and the crocodile doesn't know what to do because it's this tiny little thing that has absolutely no business standing up to it. Like, we can clearly see which one should win. The crocodile does not win. So, envision it, right? A game, things come up to your watering hole. You've got these weird little pink flesho things that have no fur and they're just odd, but they taste all right, so you eat those. But then all of a sudden, this weeny little tiny miniature panther comes along and bests you. And that's your little arch nemesis. There, done. It's a great game. You're welcome.
So, you heard it here first. Shaye's making a crocodile game, but really it's about
getting beat up by a cat.
Yeah. We've gone like probably a little to the left. Hey,
listen, you wanted talking. You brought me on for Unhinged, and well, boy, you're getting it.
I brought you on for a lot of reasons. Okay, all right,
it's okay. I understand.
No, so a little to the left. Almost done that, and I reached 50,000 gamer score on Xbox. So I'm a real gamer, guys. I'm a real gamer.
No, not until you've taken a screenshot of it and put it up for everyone to see, so everyone can like it. What?
I did. I made a reel on Instagram.
Oh no, you lost me at reel. You gotta put it on. You gotta put it on Twitter.
It's on. I wasn't going to put it on Twitter because people were like, oh, look at my gamer score. It's so good. My gamer score is better than yours.
Yeah, and that's when Ellie and I roll into the comments and go, no one asked you. We were clearly looking at Doom score.
My game score is 0.
Yeah, like, why do you think you have co-hosts? Is that not what we do?
We're co-defenders as well. Yeah, the co-extends.
Wow. Jeez. All right. This is an unexpected bonus. I didn't realize I was assigning on gang members.
Well, we like to be versatile. And as you can see, Ellie here, right here, look at those muscles, right? All she's going to have to do is look at someone and they're done.
Look, Ellie is very tall. She intimidates me very much.
Really?
Yes, she is. Yeah. When you meet her in April, you're going to die. Like,
I'm going to be the littlest of the group.
At PAX, I warned everyone last season, before PAX, I said, hey, I am a tall woman. Not just a tall woman, but a tall human. Be mindful. And then I met up with the 2 fabulous ladies at Doomcutie and Lishi, and I was a skyscraper, and I remembered I am a tall woman. So this PAX and DreamHack probably, I am a tall woman and my head will be in the clouds.
I'm very little and I may be able to reach your shoulder if I am lucky. Thank you.
Shaye
I'm very little.
Doom. Yeah. I will be the scary dog privilege. We'll have to make that real. I will be
we'll put you in the center and we'll like walk. Yep.
Love that. So a very overall, despite my extremely busy week as a teacher, I've been kicking gamer goals, which I'm super duper proud of myself about. Yeah. Oh my goodness. No, you cannot do painting.
No. I want to do painting.
I know. Well, speaking of games and animals, actually, I wanted. It's not super new. That's the thing. If we're chatting super new because we're talking about PAX and new things. I want to pay a little bit of attention to games that are based off of film. And my game at the moment is Jurassic World Aftermath. I was super excited when I actually heard about this because if you're not super familiar, Jurassic Park / Jurassic World, they mainly do builder games.
They're so good.
I thought, Shaye, that you'd be all over builder games because, like I said before,
absolutely.
Dinosaurs.
cozies,
Well,
not my gal. Builders, not my gal. Not only do
but
I
Ellie, you love action. Let me just insert here, right? You
do.
build the dinosaur park, and then you shut
let
off the
them
entry
eat
gate,
everyone.
and then you let them eat everyone.
Build it
It's
in the most
okay.
ratchet way possible, like the most chaotic
Yeah.
way. Just have it make no sense. Like put the restaurant inside the T-Rex enclosure.
Yeah,
See, that would work for me because I just don't have any interior design is the wrong term. Building skills. I'm not a foreman. I just don't have that. When
No
even
Sims?
shopping for a new home, I'm like, girl, I can look at like one room that needs like a lick of paint. Like I can't envision anything that's not already there. So when it comes to builders, I just can't. Even the Sims, I can't do it. And so,
Wow.
and for Jurassic World and Jurassic Park, favorite set of games. I absolutely love them. I have a tattoo dedicated to it. I absolutely love Jurassic Park. And Jurassic World, that's a whole other conversation, but Jurassic World exists. And so finding out that there
You
was
didn't like
something
the balls?
the balls were fun, and then they would put them in Fortnite, and you play with the balls in Fortnite, and that's always fun. But
That's true.
having said that, as soon as this sort of new game came to my attention, I was like, a Jurassic World game that is not a builder. I got very, very excited. So Jurassic World Aftermath, I could parallel tie it to Alien Isolation, which essentially is a game of stealth. It's a game of stealth because the alien is coming after you all the time. Doom, don't get too scared now. But you can't actually kill it. You can't hurt it. You can't do any of that. Like you are on the defense. You are not on offense ever. So actually, if you think about it, it's kind of a bit easier to play a horror game when you're not shooting, attacking. You don't have to think about that. You hide. Your first thought, you're a little rat. You got to hide. And that's kind of also Jurassic World Aftermath is.
Do I play as a dinosaur?
Can I be one of those annoying little raptor things?
Yes.
I'm sure you could get a mod, but as far as I know, you're just a person.
I have to play as squishy people? Oh.
Yeah, it actually started as VR, as we were chatting before. So I don't think I could do that. You know, motion sickness.
No, that would be horrendous.
But they also popped it on Switch, which is super exciting, and that's where it's at. That's where it's at. So, you know, PlayStation does PlayStation things where they actually do their own VR, but the Switch also have uptaken it, so you can play without VR, which is super exciting. So I just love the fact that, you know, a game franchise that normally is something themed like builders has taken a completely different route and was like, you know what, let's flip the script, let's do something different for the different fans. And obviously everyone's cross genre. It would be probably rare to meet someone that never ever strays outside of their genre. So even if builders are diehard builders, they still probably could appreciate the title. But those people such as myself that don't really enjoy builders could then leap into something of this side of the franchise. But it's not, like I said, it's not a super new game. I think it came out in 2020, if I'm correct. And then it was released on Switch in 2022. So it's still been around for a couple of years. But just knowing that there's something that I can participate in this era, which is crazy that, you know, Gen Z could play something that came out like decades ago, is super exciting. So that's something that's been blowing my mind and making me very, very excited.
Is there breeding? Is it like Ark?
I don't think so. I don't think it goes that deep. I think Aftermath is essentially run away and stay alive.
Run away. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're really worried about the overpopulation of Isla Nublar.
Well, what if I wanted to make a tiny saddle and ride one of the dinosaurs? And then I could escape faster.
You just feel like a mosquito. So you just like,
I'm a mosquito.
Jump up there, saddle onto them, and they would never even know you were there because birds sit on their skin. Feathers, if you're a conspiracy theorist. about that. But you just sit there, a tiny little nobody, buzzing around, and
Have you
I'm here for
seen
that.
chickens? Have you seen birds?
I own
They
one.
look like little dinosaurs without feathers.
They
got
drink
these little-
blood. Chickens drink blood. I hope you know that.
That's-
They drink blood.
Who?
They are
yours?
dinosaurs.
Why are they little
Yeah,
vampires? When
They
did that
are.
happen?
Your blood?
You can't
What?
go out. Yeah. If you have a cut or something on your leg, you can't go outside and see Chook Chook because she'll drink from you.
Ellie, how do you know this, babe? How? What do you mean?
Were you a
Because-
chicken in a past life?
No. I
Damn
own
it.
Chook Chook, and she's a
Oh.
tiny little chicken. And my mum was walking outside, and she caught her leg on the screen door. We have a metal screen door.
Mhm.
It cut her a little bit. She was watering the garden. Chook Chook came over and took a drink. That's when we realized if you have any open wounds, do not go near the chicken.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
really want chickens
God.
stealing my blood. And that's a new sentence that I didn't
And
really think I'd have to
they-
say.
They eat each other too. They're cannibals.
Oh,
So
no,
you
I know
can
they eat their
give them-
babies and their eggies and stuff. Yeah.
Well, more so that they eat each other. Like they will happily eat birds. They'll happily eat chickens. Like I'm fully on board with chickens being.
But they won't take on a
dinosaurs.
fox or a snake. They won't take that on.
No.
So
But I'm sure
there's
they'd eat it if they were dead, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. That was a fun fact, guys. Fun fact for COAGG today. Chickens drink blood. Do enjoy.
They
Add that to your list of
from the
fears.
tap.
GL. Oof.
Whatever
got a,
vampire game you can mod, someone should mod the vampire that's drinking the blood to a chicken.
Oh my god. You give him a little like fangs on the beak. You're like, yeah.
Aw. That'd be so cute.
Oh my god. Ellie, I'm gonna need you to please grab your chicken a small vampire cape. It's very important.
But
it's
she's a
purely for
bantam.
research.
You
She's
can
this
crochet
small.
it.
Yeah, you can get a
Yeah,
cap
I
on.
could.
You know, just pop
You
it on.
could
My cats have
crochet
a yeah.
Ellie,
This is for science.
Ellie's very crafty. So
Yeah,
Craft days.
I do love crochet. And she's so tiny that it would literally take me 5 minutes to whip something
Sorry, I
evil like that up.
I'm just going to put up some of these
Oh no.
names we've got. Edward Clucken. Edward
Oh
Clucken.
no.
We've got
I love that.
Astarian, but a chicken.
Oh no.
So chicken Astarian's version.
Oh my goodness.
Darius version.
I also
Yeah.
really love this, right? So obviously you've just told us this wild, interesting fact. Now, Sari is currently in our chat, and they're a viewer of my stream as well, and they are known as the chicken ruler because they have a large amount of chickens. And they have also confirmed that, yes, the chickens drink blood. What?
That never came up ever.
It's never come up,
apparently.
and I don't know why Sari didn't tell me this in stream because that would have been mind-blowing. What other facts are you keeping hidden from me, people? Gosh.
I just can't believe that these kind of topics are coming up on the podcast, ladies. I don't think I'm equipped or qualified to deal with this. Although I do teach high schoolers, and like one of my year ones,
They love that.
just consistently puts their hand up and asks questions that are just like completely not related to anything we're doing. You know what? I take that back. I think I am.
The next time I ask my students to get me a fun fact, you know, I'll do that sometimes in class. We'll be doing something and everyone's a bit bored. I'm like, all right, give me a fun fact. I'll have one to offer now.
You will. For
will.
example,
Yeah, and they're going to
here's
be
one
like,
I prepared
"Jay,
earlier.
what?" And I'm going to be like,
So
yep.
So Sari, so your job now, so Shaye can put it in her PowerPoint. You need to get a photo of the chickens drinking the blood. Yeah.
Oh, may have to censor it though. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm allowed to show blood in my classroom.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
I
higher
can. I
education.
teach
green.
science.
Ah, see, yeah, games and animation. We can.
What if
oh,
you animated it?
No, we probably could, but we'd have to put a trigger warning. Which, yeah, fair enough. Some people are not cool with blood. Like
Yeah,
people who
squeamish.
pass out at the sight of blood weird me out. How do you get through life?
No, that's
Especially
nature.
have, like, a
I'm sorry,
uterus.
that's natural selection. If that's a thing, natural selection is coming for you.
Does
Come
that mean they
on.
pass out when they get their period?
That's what. Yeah. yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe it's different.
I think.
I don't know because like there's quite a few people that will also pass out at the sight of their own blood. So that's everything from period to skinning your knee to, you know, I just don't. I'm so intrigued, but also I don't think I could ask anybody who has that fear because I think they'd pass out.
They pass out. Right.
Yeah. So,
But my question is though, is there chickens in Stardew Valley, or
yes.
is that
Oh
so
no, there's chickens.
Do they drink
have you
blood?
not learned? Like, come on. Is
Well-
that in the new patch?
I'm sure we could mod it in, honestly. Like, I see no reason not to.
Honestly, if I
I'll get
knew
on
how
it.
to
I'll
mod,
let you know.
game over.
Every chicken in every game now drinks blood. Enjoy.
In the way of Tuk Tuk's image, she would love that. Love that.
Oh my god, it should be
my
cult of the
God.
lamb, but instead it's a cult of the chicken. Okay, like I just feel it would be appropriate.
I am emailing them as we speak.
Perfect. They're an
What would you
Australian
call
company.
it?
They'll get back to you.
If you're listening, Cult of the Chicken, next expansion. We've planned it for you. Easy.
Did all the hard work. You just got to make it. You're welcome. That is deep sarcasm.
We're the producers.
Yep.
Is that what they're called? The people? I don't know.
No, the producers are the people who promote it. You're looking for like a game designer.
Designer.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing.
Mm.
Cult of the Chicken. Excited. Definitely excited for that. And my excitement this week came in the form of a frivolous purchase. Okay. A frivolous purchase in game. Now,
Ooh, I like.
Okay. So this is I take the Marie Kondo approach to purchasing anything really, which is probably why. Anyway, the point is, we like stuff that bring us joy, and a lot of those things tend to be cosmetic, and one particular cosmetic this week caught my eye. And I could not resist. I could not resist this purchase. Would you like to see it?
100%.
Of course.
Okay. I will show you. Everyone is going to see this. And if you have missed it, it is on my Instagram. Or you can go and watch this on YouTube. You're welcome. You get to see our beautiful faces as well. This is my frivolous purchase in-game.
Oh no, you needed that. That's important. You have to have that. I did see that, and it was absolutely goddamn gorgeous.
Okay.
Doom, you'll have to describe it for those listening. What are we looking at?
We are looking at the horse I already had. So the horse is like a ghost spectral kind of horse, right? And it's got what I purchased was the armor, the saddle, the decoration, if you will, that is on the horse. Now, this decoration adorns the horse with a myriad of floral elements, as well as some beautiful golden, intricate layers of protection for your horse. And just to top it off, just to confuse the demons that exist within Diablo 4, there's a unicorn horn.
Oh, so the unicorn horn was in fact not part of the horse.
It's not.
Oh.
It is added. It is added.
Mm.
So that is my frivolous purchase. I can hear a laughter.
Sorry, I think that's my partner in the lounge room. He's probably watching, having a giggle.
Now, how much do you think? Because you guys don't play Diablo, do you?
I used to, yeah. I think what's important here, right, is not how much it was, but how much joy it brings you. And not looking at the bank account statement. Yeah,
I like this. So Diablo has always been given a little bit of flack about how much things cost in the game. Now, at the end of the day, these are cosmetics, and this is like a top-down game. There's no photo mode. Like, that's as close as you're going to get. You can zoom in, but that's as close as you're ever going to see your character. So does it actually matter? Well, it matters to me in my heart. I don't necessarily want my horse to look like a spooky horse that's just run through a battlefield of blood and demons. So I try to beautify the world of Diablo 4 as much as I can. And I purchased this for a cool 35 Australian dollars.
I think that's not out of the ordinary, because I think I have a bit of a tiered thought process when it comes to games. The most in-purchase game that I play would be Fortnite. That's something that I play that obviously you can spend as little or as much money as you want. Free game to download, of course. But you can, like I said, spend as much money as you want. You buy V-Bucks and then that translates to in-game currency. If you've downloaded a free game and you've put in a handful of money to that, to just aesthetics, like nothing even crazy, just aesthetics, you're essentially just putting in the money that you would naturally pay for a game. So whether or not you actually had to pay the game originally, Doom, I don't know if this constitutes as girl math. I think it could be game math. But
Game of
I genuinely think that standard game, let's look at Spider-Man. Standard game, over $100. The many years that I've been playing Fortnite, which is going on 4 now, I would be very doubtful if I have even spent $100, but I've definitely spent probably over $50 on V-Bucks. And that to me is literally, like I said, just aesthetics, just outfits. It's nothing that actually improves the game, but you feel good, you have fun, and it's a good time. And I think if that you've put money into that, like you much would just buy a game flat out and you'd get all those sorts of skins like Spider-Man within the game. So what's the difference? I guess you can say like the difference is you didn't have to spend any money at all.
But Ellie,
But like, where's the fun in that?
But I did Diablo 4 when it came out, the deluxe edition, because it gave you like extra. It gave you like extra time, which people don't agree with. It's incredibly controversial. Buying a deluxe version, a premium version of a game, just so you can play 3 days before it cut everyone else. Apparently, all the plebs who are poor. Apparently, it was $120.
Yeah, and that's a passion. And you've done that. And how long ago was that purchase?
I think it's also really important to include, right? So people will spend hundreds of dollars on their hobbies. So if someone's into boat making, that's thousands. If someone's into woodwork, like the point is this is your hobby and this is a thing that you do for you.
Relaxing, enjoyment.
Yeah, like
yes.
Honestly, if you were knitting, you would be spending it on wool. If you were painting, it'd be all your craft arts and things like that. No matter what hobby you do, there are very few that don't require financial input, and you're not necessarily looking to get anything out of it. You just want to enjoy the thing that you love experiencing. Like,
but you're looking for a free hobby.
Oh my god, yeah, please. Look at the sky, okay? That's all you've got.
Cloud watching. Bird watching.
No, because then you need binoculars. Sleeping or
sleeping
is iffy. So I've played League now for a decade.
Oh, and how much have you spent? Frivolous purchase?
Well, frivolous is such a strong word. Keep in mind, right? So League for a majority is my main game. So it's where I spend like a good deal of my time, and of course it's free to download. And now keep in mind, all these purchases are their passes or their cosmetics. League does not sell things that improve the game, which I personally really love and want to support. I don't want somebody putting money in and all of a sudden, they can attack more than I can or something. That's stupid and I don't like it. So if you offer me pretty shiny skins, I'm going to take it. And because I've been playing for so long... exactly. Because I've been playing for so long, I actually have skins that you can no longer get. So I have quite a few legacy skins that straight up are not available in any way, shape, or form anymore. So, there's that element of collecting as well. And no, I don't recommend that you try and collect things that require real money. But for me, if I see an absolutely gorgeous skin, and I'm going to love it, and I'm going to be playing it on stream anyway, so technically it's a business write-off now. But if I see that, that's going to improve the gameplay for me because I think it's fun and I really love it and I want to match my teammates. And is it actually required? No, not in the slightest. But does it make me happy? And am I spending all my time on this game anyway instead of playing anything else? It's going to cost me $100 or $50 for something else. That's what I'm doing. For me personally, I tend to restrict my spending to just League. I don't do any other sort of in-game purchases or anything like that on mobile games, anything like that. So,
yeah. And that's gamer girl math, which is the same as girl math. just about games.
Yeah.
No, look,
Yes.
I do agree. I wondered if there was anything that you both had thought of or bought in the past where you're like, oh, I didn't actually need it, but, people
I mean,
from the
technically
outside
most
might
of
look
it.
at it.
Exactly. I would
Like,
say
why did you buy that?
I would say things for nostalgia, things that are materialistic at the end of the day, I suppose, that, I don't need to go and buy a PlayStation 1 just to put on my shelf. I'm girly, I'm not plugging that in. I literally just want it on my shelf because I have a bunch of Xboxes and PlayStations on my shelf and I collect it. Did I have to buy that?
Doesn't
No.
own
Does
the
my
current gen Xbox though, does it?
no, I don't. Do my parents understand why I'm buying something and just putting it on a shelf like a paperweight? No, they don't. But am I still proud of it and mildly kind of blushing when my parents say, "How are you spending your fun money?" Yeah, but I did it, and it's not. It's like
And there's
halfway
nothing you can do.
embarrassing, right? Yeah, because my gamer friends get it. A lot of which is majority of my friends, they're like, "That's awesome! It's fantastic that you've got every set of generation of PlayStation." And then you're building, your beautiful collection. But then you get people who don't game and they're like, why?
Yeah.
And then I get embarrassed because they make me feel like my hobby is silly. And then I look at my friends who have full-on gamer rooms and I idolize them. I'm like, I'm fine by buying just one extra console for my bookcase of fun. So it's really a bit of both ways. That do I feel embarrassed or do I feel proud of a collection? As an adult, there's a very thin line of what is childish and what is adult, and obviously adult is more boring because you're putting your money towards bills, mortgages, rents, the stuff that you need to survive. But then there's also the fun part that also branches off into being silly and kid-like, and I think that's more than valid. So yes, I'm embarrassed, but yes, I'm proud at the same time.
Let me give you this example, right? So you're collecting really cool gaming consoles, and they're decorating your walls. Like you're still seeing them; they are still useful. They are a decoration. How is that any different to, say, my grandma who used to collect bells? Was she going to pick up and ring those bells? Absolutely not. She had hundreds. That wasn't happening. She barely dusted them. There's too many.
Bells.
But people still respected that she liked bells, and so if they went, traveling or something like that, they would grab her
How
one from
big
them
are
if they went
these
traveling.
bells, Shaye?
Everything from little itty bitties to bells.
Wow.
She just liked collecting them from all over the world. So yeah, people would go traveling, bring her back bells. It was very sweet. But how is that any different to what you do?
And same with fancy china, the plates that people
Or shoes.
it's behind a real life paywall. You'd be like, no, you can't touch that. It's but it's there, grandma. Let me just touch it.
But it's I suppose that's a physical thing. So we're talking about physical things versus digital things. Digital things, I could print out a photo of the horse and love it.
I think it's also an evolution of hobbies as well. So they used to have to be physical because that's all we had. But now we have the digital world, and sure, it's not permanent, and if shit goes to shit and we lose the interwebbies all over the world for some reason, cool. We're not going to have our thing anymore. But if your house burns down, there go your hobbies. Over time, these items you've made, as much as you love them, they break down. So no matter what, everything will be destroyed in the end. Might as well just enjoy it while you got it.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Everything is some form of temporary, isn't it? Whether or not it's digital or tangible, there's still some element of, oh no, it could go missing, or it could break, or it could be stolen, or it could be deleted.
Be bumped off a shelf.
Yeah, there's still super elements. And if we're going really meta, we're going hippie, we're all going to go to the great abyss one day, and you can't take anything with you. So if that's something that you want to spend your money on, I say do it, because you don't know what tomorrow, next week, and next year holds. And you can't take your cashola with you, depending on what you believe in, but you just can't. So live in the now.
Life is temporary. Buy some V-Bucks.
Yes.
Oh my God, Dolphin.
Oh, I've heard that. Doom, you said that to my face, my digital face. You said life is temporary, buy the V-Bucks, and that's what I'm going to go and do.
So, okay, well, that's all I needed.
I just needed my gal pal to back me up, and I am now spending
100%.
some fun money on
100.
my V-Bucks.
100. Definitely. You buy that new Spider-Man skin, and I'll buy
Tweet
flowers
yourself.
for my and I'll buy the pretty little flowers in the hell that I'm in Diablo. And it's interesting that it's so,
it's quite pretty.
I love it. I squealed when I saw it. I was like, ah! See, joy. Can't put a price on that as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly.
Oh, you know what you really can't put a price on is these experiences, like as much as we can't go to the grave with our stuff, we can go to our graves with these experiences. And I think, running through hell with some friends, fighting demons, like looking my best, like that is a memory. That's an experience. Same with you, Ellie, buying the skins in, League of Legends, all that kind of stuff. I've played World of Warcraft for 13 years. You're damn right. We've spent a pretty penny on a lot of stuff like mounts, and I think only recently we could buy like actual armor, like in the last few years. Like before then, not really. But you pay a subscription. You want to continue to have these journeys, and you know what? Keep bringing it out, guys, because we love it. I work a full-time job. Like I'm spending my money. We're enjoying it. We're enjoying it. So just in case anyone was wondering, if anyone is coming to us for like a financial saving advice, we're just cheerleaders for shopping. So, if you ask any of us, should I buy this? The answer is going to be yes.
Yes, don't even finish the sentence. Yes.
I'm gonna be like, did you exist today? Yeah, go and get the thing that makes you happy. Off you go. Go on.
Damn right. And you know what? The thing that makes Shaye happy is Stardew Valley. And she's going to be playing for this is going to be her hyper-focused game for the next, maybe 6 months probably. Bye-bye, League of Legends. Don't even know who you are. What's happening, Shaye? Like, please inform me. I'm not a veteran like you.
Okay, well, as you guys know, 8-year-old game, yeah? So the fact that this is even getting updates, astounding. We love it. But this isn't just an update, okay? Concerned Ape is renowned. Just, this man is insane. He's like, oh, I guess I could fix one thing. So 3 pages in of patch notes. Oh boy, we're not going to read all of them because I don't think I want to do that to you or me. I haven't even fully read the list because, that's a lot more than 3. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Dear.
Okay.
Oh dear.
That's too much. We're not reading all of them. But to the highlights. We'll do the highlights, like the real overview ones. So there is a new map. Okay, now this particular map focuses on animal farming rather than crop farming. So if you're like me and you actually don't like farming, I don't like farming. I'm sorry. I play a lot of farming games. It's not for the farming. Okay.
Wait,
so
what? How does that make sense? You like farming games, but you don't like the farming?
I like the management. I like the management and the collecting and the building up of really like smoothing out and streamlining your production process. So I'm fucking on it with strategy, essentially. I'm really on it with strategy and management games, like I always have been. Didn't really know that was a thing I could be or do, so that was fun. But also I get to go into caves and smack things, and I get to talk to these characters that have just wild rides of story that are not at all for children. It might look like it, it's not. But yeah, like you've got a new farm, there's a new festival, there's new winter clothing for all of the valley residents. Now 3 things already, that alone would usually be like a pretty major update for any other game. That's 3 out of hundreds. This man is insane. So
no chill.
Oh, he's got no chill. He's so passionate. Like this new one comes with a coop and 2 little blood-sucking weirdos, also known as chickens. So now you start with that. More dynamic dialogues, because everyone's played this game for quite a while now. So everyone's like, oh, I know what they're going to say. I'm kind of going to skip over it, blah, blah, blah. No, he put in more dialogue for all of the town residents. Because why not, I suppose? Like, geez, okay. There's a whole bunch of bug fixes and stuff. You can now get multiple pets, and you can put hats on those pets. Okay? What this man has done. Oh, I know, right? It sounds silly, right? Because like, oh, cool, you got a dog and it has a hat now. But the point is, he saw that people wanted it, so he put it in. He listens to his fan base, and there's a lot of things
That's
in here
cool.
previously mods. And he's very, very fond of his modding community. He supports them whenever he can. But he's taken some of those and just put them in the game because he knows people love them so much. So it's just fantastic to see a developer genuinely listening to the feedback from his community 8 years on. He doesn't have to. This man has enough money to just never touch this game again, and this game is amazing enough that even if he didn't, it would still be loved for ages to come. But no. So you've got all these new mystery boxes, all these new play cycles and things like that. There's new fish. He didn't have to do that. There's already a heap of fish. I have to catch them all again, okay? The spreadsheet is coming out. There's new bloody just, oh my god, I'm so overwhelmed. Everything. I have to link this to you guys, okay, in the chat.
Okay. All right.
Doom and I'm going to link it to you.
Put it in.
So that you can
It's
see.
basically like a brand new game. It's kind of just
Like
blows
it
up
would
from there.
be several Sims expansions. Like it's a lot. He added turtles. So if anyone wants a turtle pet, you can have that now. Personally, I like the kitty cat.
Wait, a turtle or a tortoise? Because a lot of people get them confused.
It
Is
says
it a
turtle.
land?
It's a land one.
Okay,
It's a
that's a
land one.
tortoise.
There's a tortoise?
That's a tortoise.
That's
yeah.
tortoise.
But he called it a turtle. Oh, all right.
Turtles
Well, he's
are
in
in the water.
And
And they're flat shell normally, and tortoises
And they have
the
flat little
bumpy
finny
shell.
things.
Yeah.
Which one lets me
they have,
pat
like,
their...
Probably both.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm cool with both. But yeah, guys, I'm not going to agree with all of the things, but like so many bug fixes, so many additions, all that kind of thing. And I'm absolutely excited because, yeah, he's upped the multiplayer count to 8 now from 4 that it was, which is fantastic because before, you know, a lot of us were using mods if we had larger communities and things like that. Whereas now, 8 people should be sort of enough-ish. Like any more, and you're probably going to like overload your farm. Unless you mean you do that on purpose, that's okay.
So
But
are
it's
you someone that reads reads the notes, or are you someone that kind of learns through your community and kind of lets the information flow to you? Because speaking from a personal experience, even games that I'm super into, I've never actually read the mod notes. Like I understand that the patch notes are there, and I just have never sort of read them. And I will say that then leads to me obviously not being as experienced or enjoying the game probably as much as everyone that has read it, because they understand new bits and bobs and they can kind of put that into play. But have you read them currently, or will you read them to then enjoy them to the most of their ability?
Yeah. So it depends on the game. I don't read patch notes for all games because some games I just don't care. I'll get in, I'll discover. But when it comes to Stardew Valley, because of the sheer quantity of things he puts in, I do tend to try to give it at least a skim. I don't, like, he doesn't put in where to find things or the missions you need to do to achieve these things, which is good because I don't want spoilers, but I do want to know what I'm looking out for. When it comes to things like League, yes, I read the patch notes because I need to know what's happening in the meta. I need to know how balancing is working, what's getting buffed, what's getting nerfed, what items are changing, and how that is going to affect my gameplay in my ranked games. But some other games, I'll just be like, oh, cool, it's got an update. Nice, cool, I'll jump on in. But it really depends as well how much I've played the game. So if I'm still very new to a game, I'm still in that discovery process, I'm quite happy to just jump in. But if I've absolutely aced that game, I want to know exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm not just jumping in blind and going, this might apply to me, it might not. It might be an early game thing, I don't know. But yeah, if I was playing something like, I don't know, an adventure game or something like that, a lot of the time it's probably bug fixes. So probably not. I just jump in and have a play.
Yeah, that's super cool. Because obviously you can go multiple different avenues of that sort of thing. But even when presented with that sort of information, I'm like, oh, I'll get around to it, and I never sort of look into it, which, like I said, is kind of detrimental to my performance because a lot of people then know secrets, but they're not secrets. They're right there in the paperwork. I was just too lazy to read it. Doom, are you the same? Do you read it or do you not read it?
So as a World of Warcraft player and enjoyer in the past and present, yes, there are a lot of patch notes that must be read. There's changes to crafting, there's changes to your class. Yeah, changes to how you set up, what potions you're going to have for fights, whether you're PvP, whether you're PvE, and that's for those of you at home, person versus person or player versus player, and then player versus enemies. So that's obviously against like big bosses and, you know, things that are controlled by AI or like programmed. So so yeah, you really do need to be on top of that. And I don't know, sometimes it does take the fun out of it, I will say. Like, I think a lot of people do get worked up about, what's the best build, like what's the best way to play characters or to play the game, which, they find very enjoyable. Totally fine with that. I personally, it depends. I go through stages where I'll be like, yes, I need to know this, 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 and this about my character. I want to know what's happening. I will, in regards to Forza, like I'll skim any updates, and unless it's like massive updates, it's not something that I generally go, oh, that's really going to affect my gameplay. So yeah, there's a couple of games that I'll do that for, but in this case, I think it is a little bit unique around Stardew Valley. There's a lot of things that the community's, I think, been waiting for to see if they, their suggestion has been taken on board. I think probably people who are invested would really want to see if it's actually going to come to fruition, rather than just like discovering it. Oh, look, there's that thing that I said in that Reddit forum about Stardew Valley. So
it's also a matter of like, some people still have their original save files from 8 years ago. So they're very, very end game. They're doing things there, and they want to know, is there something that they should, start a new save for to experience, because some of the changes he makes are actually early game as well, or accessible in the early game. And you might not actually get the joy of discovering those if you are playing your save that you've already, completed everything on.
Yeah, that's absolutely, completely true. It could be worth people starting from the beginning, and sometimes it's really nice,
It
start
is.
afresh.
It's fresh. You get in, you're like, oh my god, what havoc can I cause now? Oh
And
boy.
especially, if you're like Shaye or like Ellie, streaming, like it can be really fun, like getting your audience on board on a new, fresh save. Bringing people into this new place. Maybe they haven't played it before. They don't know what to expect, and it's just a ton of fun. Cannot wait to see all of Shaye's Stardew Valley goodness.
I'm gonna have to make sure I get up like to go in on Friday. So Thursday nights, right? I used to have Fridays off, but now it's Wednesday. So I can't stream late on Thursday anymore, which is going to be really difficult when it's Stardew Valley. But I may or may not have like my performance review for the year on Friday for work. So I kind of have to make sure like I actually do sleep and am alive for that. Otherwise I probably would have asked to like work from home and just,
Okay. Well, if any of Shaye's audience is listening right now, your job is to police Shaye. And you should try and either crash her stream or encourage people to leave, and then she has no one to stream to. So to get her to bed.
That's cool. It's cool. I'll drink a butt ton of caffeine. Take my ADHD meds. Just do some jumping jacks or something before I go into the meeting. Look alive for about half hour, and then I can crash afterwards. It'll be fine. It can only work out well.
Perfect.
This is just as a disclaimer, this is not professional advice for anyone studying or undergoing any sort of academic or professional review.
No, you should definitely be professional, and well, you're still going to be drinking copious amounts of caffeine. That's not going to change, but otherwise, get sleep, do good things.
Get sleep, do good things. Thank you so much for that. Those insightful words, Shaye. We're here to we're here to inspire and inform gamers everywhere. So thank you so much for that. My goodness, we have had some really interesting conversations today, from blood-sucking chickens to farming techniques.
To get sleep and do good.
Yeah, get sleep, do good things, be a nice human, as the flag says behind Ellie. Yeah, the girls.
Forever Hungry Club.
Is that what that one says? I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Speaking of girls, we have some lineups for guests in the next few weeks. So if you guys aren't across our socials, and when I say socials, I mean Twitter, and subscribe to YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed and got notifications on. We're going to have some banger guests. And if you think we're a vibe, they're even more of a vibe. Okay? All right? I cannot wait. We are going to have an incredible couple of weeks. Yes. Oh, someone in the comments that said that they wish they could super chat. We don't have that function available, but thank you so much for the intention. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Where what's that song by Miley Cyrus? The Climb. You know, we're climbing.
The Climb.
The Climb.
Iconic.
I only really know the one about flowers where she's cranky at the dude who cheated on her. It's quite sassy. I appreciate it.
That's very new. We're talking Hannah Montana era.
Yeah, this is Hannah Montana. This is yeah.
Oof.
You can get a tease. Okay, so one of the guests we've had on before.
A returning guest. Ooh.
A returning guest. And the other one that is confirmed has not been on. But they're a flaming good time.
Oh, that's a good one. That's an Easter egg this close to Easter.
Yes. Easter is coming. I can't believe it's in March. That's so weird. Anyway.
We do need to check out the result from the cosplay poll.
Oh, we did. You're kidding. I cannot. Shaye.
Oh no, I'd love to take the credit for remembering that, but that's not what my brain does. Luckily, Dolphin has let us know that we do need to reveal that.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Whoa. Okay.
I'm
hold
nervous.
On.
I'm very nervous, actually.
Why are you nervous?
I'm nervous. What have they cooked up for us? I know we put in the suggestions, but all
right. Hold on. Firstly, let me change this around. Where are we? Turn that off. I just want to share something. Oh, okay. So we have the incredible dolphin pants. I can't even click the right buttons. I'm laughing so much. Share. This.
Oh my god.
Stunning. That's exactly correct. The chicken besties will understand. That is exactly correct.
That was such a speedy Photoshop. I'm so proud of you.
The little red things, red because of blood.
I'm so pleased.
Like flamingos are pink because they eat a lot of pink things to survive. The chickens eat a lot of the blood to survive.
Concern? Good.
All right. We're moving on. Okay, so the podcast results are very close.
Ooh.
Okay, podcast cosplay for DreamHack potentially. We have Peach Daisy and Rosalina at 18.6%. We have Totally Spies at a cool 27.9%. And Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle at 18.6%. And the winner, very close, Powerpuff Girls, 34.9%.
Super cute, but I won't lie, I was kind of cheering for the Pokemon. Not gonna lie, I thought that would be.
I also was already looking at
fun.
Pokemon cosplays.
Yeah,
I think I don't know what I was cheering for, to be honest, because I wasn't expecting this. However, I will say a Powerpuff Girl cosplay is probably a lot more doable. So, I mean, we just need like a different colored shift dress with like a black kind of belt, and then the hair to match.
But really, which one are we all gonna be?
I already know. I think I already know.
I was going to say it's kind of like laid out, is it not? With
hold on,
hair colors and whatnot.
Hold on, we need a picture.
Color, I think I match the chaos of Buttercup, and I love green, so I don't know.
I think you do as well. So should we do it through personality or looks? Because
well,
a good
Ellie, who do
question.
you enjoy? What's
who do
your
you
vibe?
embody?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really watch it all that much as a kid, so I couldn't. I know like the typical kind of generic, what would you say, vibes that they portray. I used to always be scared of because Buttercup's the green one, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I used to always be scared of her because she was so
Oh,
sassy, and
I
then
loved her.
Bubbles was like, yeah, Bubbles was like so like babyish. So it was
Oh,
like, oh, and then what's the pink gal called? What
Blossom.
is she? Blossom.
Blossom.
Yeah, and then Blossom's obviously just like the main chica. So I don't really know. If anything, probably Blossom, but I'd go with whatever. To be honest, I'd make anything work.
I remember I
Yeah.
was a big tomboy, so Buttercup was the vibe. My favorite color is green, and I just remember looking at like Bubbles and being like, "God, you're soft." I just couldn't get behind it. As an adult, I'm like, "Oh, she's so cute." Honestly, like she's got the little snuggle vibe. I'm down for it. But yeah, like child and teenage Shaye was like, "Nah, man." And then my backup was Blossom because well, it's Blossom, and I defaulted to the leader a lot, so it was like, okay. But really, Buttercup is where it's at. Yeah.
Look, it depends how much y'all like to wear wigs, because I'm not a wig wearer. So it could just be easier to go to do ones that we look like, and I think we have kind of a clear indication of who looks like who. But those were the results. So thank you so much to everyone that voted. We got 43 votes. Love that. And yeah, who knows? We'll see what we can conjure up, gamers. And once again, thank you so much to everyone in the chats. You have been awesome. You've been amazing. And I'm very excited for our guests that we're bringing on in the next couple of weeks. And we will see you all next time for another episode of Confessions of a Gamer Girl. Bye, everyone.
Bye.